Hello, hello. Welcome back to our learning adventure. I am so excited to share today's story with you. Let's learn, practice, and grow our English together. Let's go!
Hello, and welcome back to English for Beginners. I am Tom. Today, we are walking straight through the glass door of a busy local coffee shop. No detours, no abstract concepts, just the real, practical English you need to survive and thrive in a real cafe setting. From the moment you step up to the cash register, to the second you pick up your hot cup and find a seat, every single word matters. Today, we break down the exact vocabulary, phrases, and grammar structures required to order your drink, customize your order, and pay without hesitation. Let us step right up to the counter. I walk up to the coffee shop counter with clear, practical intent. Pause for shadowing. I use precise English phrases to order my favorite drinks. Pause. I speak directly to the barista with clear pronunciation. Pause. I handle every cafe transaction with total everyday confidence. Pause.
When you stand at a coffee shop counter, you are following a very simple linguistic formula. You need to state what you want, choose your size, pick your milk, and complete the transaction politely. In English grammar, we use modal verbs like would like or can I get to make polite, direct requests. You do not need complicated sentences. You need functional tools. When you say, I would like a medium latte, or can I have an iced Americano, please? The barista instantly understands your exact requirements. Let us practice assembling these practical ordering blocks step by step. I practice stating my primary drink choice clearly and directly. I practice requesting specific sizes, like small, medium, or large. I practice asking for additions, like sugar, honey, or extra shots. I keep my ordering vocabulary sharp, practical, and easy to use. I master the exact mechanics of a real-world cafe request. Let us examine the exact grammar structure of ordering. To make a polite request in English, we rely on the modal auxiliary would paired with the base verb like. Hear the structure. I would like a cappuccino. If you want to ask a question to check availability, you use could. Could I have a muffin, please? Notice how these structures are completely fixed and reliable. You do not need to conjugate complex past or future tenses here. You simply combine the polite modal, the pronoun, and the item. Let us repeat these exact functional patterns aloud to lock them into your speaking memory. I practice saying, I would like a large black coffee, please. I practice saying, could I get a vanilla latte with oat milk? I practice saying, I would like to try your fresh chocolate croissant. I use would like and could I get for every standard cafe order. I keep my grammar structure clean, polite, and completely functional. Now, let us put the entire ordering sequence together into a realistic dialogue with the cashier. When the barista looks at you and asks, what can I get started for you today? You need an immediate, automatic response. You do not freeze. You reply with your prepared structure. Listen to the exchange. Barista. Hi there. What can I get for you? You. Hi. I would like a medium cappuccino with skim milk, please. Barista. For here or to go? You. To go, please. Barista. That will be $4.50. You. Here you go. Thank you. Let us practice your side of this exact conversation, line by line. I practice replying, Hi, I would like a medium cappuccino with skim milk, please. I practice replying, to go, please. I practice replying, here is my card. Thank you very much. I respond to common barista questions instantly and clearly. I navigate the cash register interaction with absolute practical ease. Many learners make simple mistakes when ordering in a cafe, such as saying, "I want a coffee," which can sound too direct or impolite in English culture, or forgetting to specify the size and milk type, forcing the barista to ask multiple follow-up questions. Today, we fix that habit permanently. By adding polite modals and specific adjectives, small, large, iced, hot, you control the entire conversation from the very first word. As we finish part 1, review your standard order in your mind and say it out loud one more time with absolute clarity. I avoid overly blunt phrasing by always using would like or could I get. I specify my drink size and milk choice before the barista has to ask. I speak with clear, confident English at every coffee shop register. I look forward to mastering menu vocabulary and payment phrases in part 2. I am fully prepared to handle any real cafe counter environment. In our first session, we mastered the core grammar of ordering at the cash register, using polite modals like would like and could I get. Today, we dive straight into the physical menu of the coffee shop. We are looking at the names of drinks, types of milk, food options, and the exact language you need to customize your order down to the last detail. No filler, just the practical, everyday vocabulary every coffee drinker needs to know inside a cafe. Let us look at the menu board together. I read the coffee shop menu with clear, practical focus. I learn the exact names of popular cafe drinks and ingredients. I customize my order using precise, real-world vocabulary. I speak about my coffee preferences with absolute clarity. When you look up at the menu board in any coffee shop around the world, you will see a specific set of categories: espresso drinks, brewed coffee, teas, and cold beverages. Understanding these categories prevents confusion and helps you get exactly what you want on the first try. An espresso is the strong, concentrated base. A latte adds a lot of steamed milk. A cappuccino balances espresso, steamed milk, and rich foam. An Americano combines espresso with hot water. When you know these basic definitions, you can choose your drink without guessing. Let us practice naming these foundational menu items aloud. I practice saying, espresso is a strong, concentrated shot of coffee. I practice saying, a latte has more steamed milk and a light layer of foam. I practice saying, a cappuccino has equal parts espresso, steamed milk, and foam. I practice saying, an Americano is espresso mixed with hot water. I master the exact definitions of every major drink on the menu. Now that you know the base drink, you need the grammar to customize it. How do you tell the barista what kind of milk or syrup you prefer? We use prepositions like with and without, or phrases like made with. Hear the structural pattern. A latte with oat milk, an iced coffee with sugar-free vanilla syrup, a mocha without whipped cream. This is simple, highly practical prepositional grammar. It allows you to modify any noun instantly. Let us repeat these customization patterns together to make them completely automatic. I practice saying, I would like an iced latte with almond milk. I practice saying, can I get a hot chocolate without whipped cream? I practice saying, I want a regular coffee with 2 sugars and milk. I use with and without to customize my drinks effortlessly. I keep my modification phrases short, clear, and direct.
Beside the register is usually a glass display case filled with food items: croissants, muffins, bagels, and sandwiches.
When you want to add food to your order, you use the exact same modal framework we learned in Part 1, paired with clear food vocabulary. Could I also get a blueberry muffin? Or do you have any cheese sandwiches left? Let us practice ordering items from the food display so you never hesitate when looking at pastries. I practice asking, could I have a warm blueberry muffin, please? I practice asking, do you have any toasted bagels available? I practice asking, what kind of sandwiches do you have today? I order bakery items with clean, confident pronunciation. I handle the entire food and drink menu with practical skill. Once your drink and food are ordered and customized, you reach the final step of the counter experience, paying the bill. Cashiers will use specific phrases that you need to recognize instantly. They might ask, cash or card? Would you like your receipt? Or tap your card on the reader when you're ready. Let us practice your responses to these checkout questions so your transaction ends smoothly every single time. I practice replying, I am paying with my card today. I practice replying, no receipt is necessary. Thank you. I practice replying, I will tap my phone on the reader. I navigate the payment checkout process with absolute ease. I am fully prepared for every practical step at the cafe counter. In our first 2 sessions, we mastered ordering drinks at the counter and customizing our orders using menu vocabulary, milk choices, and payment phrases. Today, we take our coffee and move into the seating area of the cafe. Once you walk away from the cash register, a new set of practical situations begins. Finding a comfortable place to sit, asking for the Wi-Fi password, requesting extra items like napkins or sugar, and navigating polite interactions with other customers or staff. No filler, just practical, real-world English for inside the cafe seating space. Let us find a table. I walk into the seating area of the cafe with calm, practical focus. I use clear English phrases to settle into my workspace. I handle everyday seating and service requests without hesitation. I navigate the social environment of the coffee shop with complete ease. After you pick up your tray or cup, you scan the room for a good spot. If it is a busy morning, you might need to check if a table is free or ask a staff member for assistance. Once you sit down, the very first modern necessity in almost every coffee shop is connecting to the internet. How do you ask for the Wi-Fi password quickly and politely? You use simple, direct question structures like, excuse me, what is the Wi-Fi password? Or, is there guest Wi-Fi available? Let us practice these essential connectivity phrases aloud. I practice asking, excuse me, could you tell me the Wi-Fi password? I practice asking, is there a guest network I can connect to? I practice asking, is this table free or is someone sitting here? I secure my workspace using short, functional English questions. I master practical connectivity phrases for public spaces. When you are already seated and realize you need something extra, like a napkin, a straw, a stir stick, or more water, you need to flag down a server or walk back to the counter using polite modal verbs. We use could you or do you mind to handle these small service adjustments. Hear the structure. Could I get a few more napkins, please? Or do you mind filling this cup with hot water? This is functional, polite service grammar that prevents misunderstandings and keeps your experience smooth. Let us repeat these practical requests together. I practice saying, could I please get a few extra napkins? I practice saying, "Do you have any more sugar packets?" I practice saying, "Could I ask for a cup of tap water, please?" I use polite modal structures for every service request in the cafe. I keep my communication clean, direct, and entirely practical.
Sometimes practical problems arise while you are sitting in a cafe. Your table might wobble slightly, your chair might be too low, or you might need to leave your seat for a moment to use the restroom and want to make sure your belongings are safe. How do you handle these minor situations in English? You use clear, everyday sentences to communicate with the staff or a neighbor. Let us practice these exact safety and comfort phrases so you are ready for anything. I practice asking, "Excuse me, is it okay if I leave my laptop here for a minute?" I practice asking, "Where are the restrooms located, please?" I practice saying, "This table seems a bit unsteady. Is there another one open?" I solve minor practical issues using clear, confident English sentences. I manage my personal comfort in public spaces effortlessly. When you finish your drink and prepare to leave the cafe, good practical etiquette requires a polite sign-off. You do not just walk out silently, you leave the table tidy and exchange a quick, friendly phrase with the staff at the door. Listen to the practical wrap-up phrases. "Thank you for everything. Have a great day." Or, "Everything was delicious. Thank you." As we finish part 3, practice saying your goodbye phrase clearly. I practice saying, "Thank you for the wonderful coffee. Have a great day." I practice saying, "I am finished with my cup. Where should I put it?" I leave my table clean and organized before exiting. I look forward to finalizing our complete cafe routine in part 4. I am fully prepared for every practical aspect of cafe seating and etiquette. In our first 3 sessions, we mastered ordering drinks at the cash register, customizing menu items with precise milk and food choices, securing our seating space, asking for Wi-Fi, and handling minor service requests. Today, we bring every single piece together. We are executing the complete cafe routine from the moment you open the coffee shop door to the final goodbye as you leave. No distractions, no abstract theory. Just a seamless, end-to-end practical English script that you can use in the real world starting today. Let us run the full sequence together. I unite every practical cafe skill into a single, seamless routine. I step through the entire coffee shop experience with complete confidence. I speak fluent, functional English from the register to the exit door. I master the complete life cycle of a real-world cafe visit. Imagine walking through the front door of a bustling cafe. The bell rings softly above you. You walk straight up to the counter where the barista greets you. You do not panic. You deploy the polite modal structures and menu vocabulary we built in parts 1 and 2. Let us practice the full opening exchange aloud, keeping your pacing slow, natural, and clear. I practice saying, "Hello, good morning. I would like a large iced vanilla latte with oat milk, please." I practice replying, "To go, please." I practice asking, "Could I also get a blueberry muffin from the display?" I complete my order with clean pronunciation and polite modal verbs.
I execute the counter transaction smoothly from start to finish. Next, the cashier tallies your total and prompts you for payment. You immediately recognize the register phrases and respond using your prepared checkout sentences. There is no hesitation, no scrambling for words. Let us run through the payment exchange to ensure your financial interaction is just as polished as your drink order. I practice replying, "Here is my card. I am tapping it on the reader." I practice replying, "No receipt is needed. Thank you very much." I practice saying, "Thank you for getting that started for me." I handle payment and register communication with total poise. I bridge my order and my checkout seamlessly. Your drink is ready, your name is called, and you pick up your cup. Now you transition into the seating area, exactly as we practiced in part 3. You scan the room, find a clean table by the window, connect to the internet, and request any extra items you might need. Let us practice this entire seating and accommodation sequence aloud. I practice saying, "Excuse me, is this table free?" I practice asking, "Could you tell me the guest Wi-Fi password, please?" I practice saying, "Could I get a couple of extra napkins and a stir stick?" I manage my personal workspace in the cafe with absolute ease. I handle all mid-visit service needs using practical English phrases. Your work is done, your coffee is finished, and it is time to leave. You pack up your belongings, leave your table clean and tidy, and offer a polite farewell to the staff as you walk out the door. Let us close the loop with our final practical sign-off phrases. I practice saying, "Thank you for the wonderful service today. Have a great afternoon." I practice saying, "Where should I drop my empty cup?" I leave my table completely organized and tidy. I walk out of the cafe with the proud realization that my practical English works. I am fully equipped for real-world interactions anywhere. Look at what you have built across this entire practical series. You no longer need to guess how to talk to a barista, customize a drink, pay a bill, find Wi-Fi, or exit a public space. You have a permanent, functional English toolkit designed specifically for the real world. Keep practicing these dialogues aloud. Use them in your daily life. And remember that real fluency is built one practical scenario at a time. Thank you for joining me on English for Beginners. I own a complete practical toolkit for every cafe scenario. I speak real-world English with calm, unshakable confidence. I celebrate the practical mastery I have achieved today. I look forward to our next real-world adventure together. I am Tom, and I am proud of your incredible progress.
If you had fun learning with me, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so we can keep practicing together. And hey, don't leave me hanging. Drop your answers in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.